Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Frill Shocker here, and I wanted to say this is the third time I recorded the video because that we did the first time we recorded, which was live, and then the second time I recorded was a replay. But I went into a vicious rant, well, not like vicious, but like a very angry rant, and I wasn't very respectful, PG, and stuff like that. I mean, I'm a channel not made for children. I do swear and cuss because I am an adult and everything like that, but I try to stay limited and not try to be a full PG. And I got on a massive rant, and I want to do the right thing and make a right video and not just be angry. I got time to cool off. I got to vent out my frustrations and words to the commissioner of the league, who actually kind of understands the stuff that happens with me in this league, whether it comes to my luck and hacks and everything like that. So I'm going to explain a couple of things, but I'm not going to get angry rant. I'm just going to explain it. I'm not going to try to do this and that. So let's go. So we are here for week 6. Funny enough, this guy's profile picture on Showdown is literally Squidward doing the pelvic thrust, which is pretty cool. But we are going against DG Barbara for week 6 of RGBL. We are not facing Cody Yoko because he apparently had dropped from the league, probably due to some personal reasons or school and everything like that. So do feel bad and really hope that Code does a lot better, and hopefully we get to see him again next season. But we went against him. We went against EJ. He brought everything we expected, except he did bring Type Null. So he wanted the battle between who was superior, Type Null or Silvally. So that was pretty cool. But other than that, we pretty much nailed his team. He brought different stuff, and I want to go over the sets. I never really do anything like that, but his team had Explosion, I think Explosion, Psychic, Light Screen, and Stealth Rocks. He was Specs on his Persephone. He only had Draco Meteor and U-Turn for his Hydreigon with Defog and Roost. He was U-Turn and Toxic for his only offensive moves with Type Null. He was a Choice Bandit Arachnid, which actually was a really good bring on his end. Definitely wasn't expecting that. And he was Dual Dance with Fly and Earthquake on his Landorus. So, and you guys obviously know the team we brought. Obviously, if you saw the team builder, we were Magnet Rise with Excadrill. So, basically, I know what you're thinking. If I go Excadrill, get my Magnet Rise off, I win the game. There's no way he beats me, right? Well, there's still ways he can beat me. So, with that being said, I'm actually going to go normal speed for this game, just because I want to talk about it. So I lead off my Primarina, which is going to be my lead right here. He's going to set up his Stealth Rocks here. I click the Moonblast, and boom! Got rid of that Azoth, which was a kind of an annoyance right here. I decided to stay in, as he does reveal Specs to me. If he was Scarf, he never 2A. If he was Specs, if he was Scarf, never 2AK out. I always 2KO'd him. But he revealed to be Specs. Now, Specs did throw me for a little bit of loop, because I don't understand why he went Specs in that type of regard. I also make a so I go ahead and make the play and go into, I believe it was my Stoutland here. As I do, he makes a really good double right there and actually goes into his Arachnid. And then that was a phenomenal play and a phenomenal read right there. That was a really good play, knowing that I was going to switch out there. I could have maybe made a prediction, but I didn't want to risk it, so I'm going to switch in and apparently sack off my my Ariel, because he was actually revealed Choice Banded. Now, here's a play that's very controversial. He stayed in. Now, I know what you're thinking. He predicted that stay in and went for what he did. As you're going to see in this little dialogue here on the side, he actually did not predict me staying in there and clicking knockoff. He actually was going to stay in and click liquidation. Liquidation? Liquidation. And you'll see by Chris, who was an opponent we faced in the past, that he makes, wow, that was really risky what you did there, but it paid off, man. But then DJ goes, it's not really a compliment, but okay. And, Chris again explains that I killed him right there, where I'll discuss it right here. Like, right there, see? Like, for some reason, DJ did not respect the fact that he did that. And then he says, but then I have a Lando. That's the thing, though, where DJ, I don't understand why you think that's a response. Because, honestly, he should have saved this. Because if he saves it, it helps battle back the 2 ground types I have in the back. And it forces me to, like, this would have hardcore walled my Hippowdon if I didn't Toxic it. And it could have walled my Excadrill if I had landed, or killed my Excadrill if I had missed my Rock Slide. But instead, he does that, and Chris feels very offended. He feels like it's a rude comment. Then he realizes, okay, I kind of see what you mean right there. He made a really good play staying in and just sacking that thing off since it was going to die to 2 Sandstorm hits. He actually brings in his Blacephalon here. If I actually had just Earthquake there, I actually would have killed. And if he went dead, I just click Ice Fang as how many times as I want until he kills me. And I go for the Rock Slide. Now, I want everyone to understand, as you guys saw in the team builder, I had Iron Head. I didn't have Earthquake because Earthquake was not necessary at all for this matchup. Not at all. I only needed mostly Iron Head and just Rock Slide for his Levitate, for his Araquanid. Or maybe Airless, I don't know. But I made a severe mistake. When I did the calc and I looked at it, I thought I typed in Blacephalon, but I must have not have done that, and I left it at Araquanid. And then when I looked at Excadrill's count and I saw 32 to 36, 32 or 38%, I was on this thing. That's why I clicked Rock Slide instead of Iron Head when Iron Head guaranteed kills. And this play cost me the game because this play, regardless, I won the game. And I do get extremely salty right here. As I'm going to go into my Muskie now. He's going to go into this, and I'm going to let you guys know right now that he was max HP, max defense. So you can automatically say that Excadrill would not have won the game, or I would have stalled him out or anything like that. Because there could have been some situations where I could have still won with my Silvally. If I did the right thing and maybe went Silvally something else, maybe Silvally Rock or Silvally Ghost, something like, or Silvally Dark maybe, I could have won the game, essentially. And I did forfeit this matchup because I could not break Type Null. There was nothing I could have done to beat Type Null. And because he can just Toxic this, Toxic that, there's nothing I do. There's literally nothing I can do. The only way I can come back and potentially win the game is if I get a freeze off of Ice Beam when he's not sleeping, and I go from there. But I can't break him. So that's where I just decided to forfeit the match and basically give the kills to Type Null here. So I did apologize to Drake because Drake actually, who is the owner of RGBL, actually has to manually input the results due to a forfeit. And has to fix that, which I don't know the process of it, but if it's complicated, then I am going to state again in video that I apologize to Drake for this. Drake is actually understand my run with hacks from 2 seasons ago where we literally missed out on like 1 or 2 games. Like our first ever game with the new Gen 8 when we did, I lost because of hacks. In another game, I lost because of a miss. And then there were several games where I should have already had won those games, but I got hacked out and lost those chances. He's understand my hacks run, and he did. And this is no attack. This is nothing to do with him. He probably understood my passion and got a little upset with me the fact that I did what I did with forfeiting and not letting the game just plan out and everything like that. And again, I apologize for that. And I'm going to make sure that if I know I can't win this at all and I can't bring them on, I am going to let the mons just go down and die. And I'm going to try to just hold back the salt and everything like that in that type of regards. Now there were DJ himself and another coach that apparently felt offended that I forfeited the game, where I didn't know that was going to be the case if the thing was this, but they decided to give me a hard time about it. Like they said it was not cool of me, that was disrespectful of me to do that. Just so to be clarified, I didn't know that if it happens like this, you have to do like some kind of manual input with the game. I don't know. I didn't know that. And again, I don't know because I don't really use the site. I only use the site to schedule my games, and I never ran the site, I never used the site, nothing like that. So I'm going to apologize again ahead of time for that and move on, like I'm just going to move on from this game. We were only 4-2, so it wasn't like groundbreaking. Differential wise, it kind of hurts us, but you know what? It was the game we played, and we had to learn from our mistakes. And again, I'm going to state in video that I did not guarantee win the game with Excadrill. What Excadrill would have done is either it's going to kill this, I Magnet Rise and Swords Dance, and I either kill his Landorus, Hydreigon, or he's going to go right into this thing, and I get 3 more Swords Dances up, and then just start spamming Iron Head. Because again, his switches to Iron Head was mainly gone, so I won with Iron Head essentially. And I would have either killed 2 of these mons or I would have killed the rest of the 3. And depending on what he would have done, I would have gone into my Muskie or my this, and I would have won the game too. So I would have won this game either 1 or 2-0 or 3-0 depending on results. So there's that. But with that being said, guys, I figured I wanted to do a proper match replay here for you guys instead of me just being showing off extremely salty me, extremely angry, and everything like that. Which I think everyone would understand why I would. But there is still that part of me that needs to be showing off the professionalism, and I guess I should really explain my actions. So, again, we lost this game 4-0. I made the one mistake that did cost us this game, and that was partially on me, but I also don't understand why my opponent played the way he did when there could have been so many great opportunities for me. Now, obviously, once he showed me he was double dance on Landorus, it made sense then to me why he did what he did. But again, I can just go into my Hippowdon, and unless you're clicking Rock Polish or SD, Ice Fang would have put him in range, and unless he's going to go for that, I can essentially win the game, and he's going to click Fly, he does that. But again, I feel like I could have still potentially have won the game easily with the set we had and the position we had, so I'm going to not ramble on this video. I'm going to move on from this game. I'm glad I got to air it out off camera and got to do a proper video for you guys to defending our loss. So we fall 4-2. Still have a good shot to make playoffs. We only need to win 2 games to clinch playoffs, so not end of the world. We still have weeks 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have still 4 weeks left to go to win a chance at playoffs and then get a shot to go hopefully further in the road. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new and join the Phil Shocker crew today. But until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shocker. Nice day. Check out. Peace.